that's a really stressful, fun, exciting ball game. Their starter, Dominic, man, I told Charlie after, I said, man, that guy's a dog. You know, he's 12-2. He took the ball in 2 starts in their conference tournament last week for them to get into the regional, and man, he is a really good competitor and was really impressed. Our guy Hunter Lloyd, I thought, also did a tremendous job and battled and kept us around. Our bullpen kept us around, and we got a break. Lawson Harrell hit the double down the line, then hit the line. That was kind of really the first kind of break that we've kind of got this weekend, and sometimes that's all it takes. And these 2 guys with 2 really big swings after probably if I know those guys, probably a frustrating first 8 or 10 at-bats of the weekend, and 2 really big swings right there. And our guys fed off that energy, and the bullpen shut it down at the end. So hats off to Central Connecticut. Really nice ball club and ultimate competitors, and really proud of our guys for just staying in the fight when it seemed like we were down and out. They were able to respond and punch through.
First question goes back to the room.
This question is for Bryce. First of all, compliments for staying locked in that long, being down. But with the bases loaded like that, are you thinking hit one clean up the middle, or are you frustrated trying to hit one clean out of town?
Tell the truth.
Well, I mean, our whole preparation is to do damage. So every time we go up there, I mean, it's not to hit the long ball or it's not to hit a single. It's just to do damage and put a good swing on it. So I was up there, and, I mean, you're throwing majority fastballs, and that's what I like to hit. So he gave me a good one and put a good swing on it.
For both you players, I mean, he talked about it. It can be frustrating, right, when you're 8 at-bats, whatever, into a game, and you guys have 1 run and all this stuff. How do you fight off that frustration? How do you think you guys handled that part of it? And, I mean, you see your season maybe down to your last 9 outs. I mean, do you feel that tension, and how did you get through that?
No, we look at us as a squad where me, him, all through 9, even our bench players, like, we all can hit the ball. We all have good preparation, and so we trust in ourselves, and we're not over the fight. For instance, like Coach Haire says, like, you could be down by 8 runs in the 9th, and we can come back, put a 10 spot, and so we all have confidence when we step in the box, and we're able to do damage and be ourselves out there. So
yeah, I believe that, like, if we just go back to the basics and, like, try see ball, hit ball, and obviously what we're hunting. So if they're, like, throwing and they're dominating with a certain pitch, like, and they're getting it over the strike zone, that's what we're gonna try and hunt and try that put damage on. And then obviously if he's dominating with the breaking ball, like, we maybe not sit on that pitch, but we'll sit on the other, like, to do damage. So.
Coach, did you feel the big runs coming late in the game, or y'all missed a couple of early chances with double play balls with the bases loaded? Did you feel like this might not be our day again?
I think any time that you have some guys on and the ball doesn't bounce your way, and yesterday we left 12 or 13 guys on, and today we were working hard against their starter to get traffic on, and we had a few chances. I was kind of mad at myself. We could have played offense probably a little bit more in some of those situations to get out of double play situations, and I didn't do it. You start to feel it because, again, like, you're going your last 9 outs could potentially be your last 9 outs, and you feel like your guys have been working hard. We weren't especially clean in the field either, and so sometimes you just have to keep punching, and that's what our guys, we talk about that all the time, like, just keep swinging, man. Like, if you're gonna knock us out, like, you better make sure we're down for the count, because we've got some guys with some firepower and some confidence and some experience. And we're going to keep throwing punches and until we either knock somebody out or somebody knocks us out. And to our guys' credit, they kept they kept punching. And our pitching staff in the dugout, Hunter Lloyd coming in after he got taken out. Sometimes there's choice words between the two sides, pitchers and position players, out of love and out of desire and passion of wanting the best for our program, and they're free to challenge each other, and that's what makes, I think, our clubhouse so special is when we were down 5-0 and we weren't playing clean and we weren't scoring any runs, the pitching staff sure had a right to challenge us, and these guys and the rest of them were certainly up to that challenge and kept punching.
Another hallmark of your team is the fact of the brotherhood that you preach. You've been there for 16 years. It looked like a lot of that brotherhood came down midway through the game, and we're standing right there over the dugout. Talk to that. That's something you don't see.
Yeah, the really outside of the games, obviously, and being able to compete with these guys as often as we can and as late into June as we can. Oftentimes these tournaments and these opportunities allow our alumni an opportunity to relive some of their glory days, and still have a part of what we're doing. And you get guys from, these guys are both international guys. Bryce is from Canada and Jarrod's from Australia, and we've had kids from Venezuela, and we've had kids from 33 other states across the country. And if you look up over our dugout, you've probably got 10 or 12 different states representative of young men that have come through and sacrificed and bled for our program, and for them to be in to every single pitch, to be having supreme confidence that we can overcome any obstacle, and literally trying to will these guys and our staff to stay in the fight and keep going and keep pushing is a mark of who they are and the type of young men that they are. Some of them not so young anymore, but we are so fortunate to have a great group of alumni and men and staff members that have come through our program. And these guys will be on the other side of it here one of these days too. And Cedric Mullins is tweeting about us yesterday and wishing us luck. And so it's a really special place with really special guys.
What's the approach? You go to the hotel, obviously you get the loser of tonight's game. How do you, when you start the prep, and how tough is it to navigate sort of the loser's bracket? You have to obviously find a balance. We want to survive, but is it all hands on deck and then worry about the future later? How do you approach that, sir?
It's 100% that. I think we'll get back to the hotel. We'll get something to eat. Some guys will get in the ice bath, I'm sure, and try to rejuvenate a little bit. It's a hot one out here, which is great. And we'll go again at noon tomorrow. But I don't think Aaron Run's going to turn down the ball tomorrow. I don't think Jackson Roberts or Ty Cummings or any of the guys that have thrown out of the bullpen are going to turn down the ball tomorrow. I don't think Barney's going to come to me and say, like, Coach, I might need a day. No, these guys are this is what they've trained for since September, man. This is it. Every game, your season is on the line, and these guys are built to respond to that challenge, and I have all the confidence in the world that they're going to keep throwing punches and keep showing up and give us everything they've got in the tank, just like our staff will. We don't care who we play. If it's South Carolina, if it's NC State again, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing we said about hosting. You have to beat them all. All 64 teams are good teams, man. You've got to beat them all. You got to beat everybody in your regional, and it doesn't matter when you do it. You just have to get it done if you want to come out of this thing alive. And so our focus will be on whoever's next. Whenever that game is over tonight, our staff is already prepared, and our players will show up and do what we do and take care of our business and put ourselves in the best position to perform at the highest level we can.
This question is for Jarrod. I know team win today, and obviously a team moving on, but in and amongst that, interesting, Mark, you put up 25 steals, 20 home runs. I want to say first 20-20 guy in team history there. How does it feel to pull that off there with a blend of speed and power?
Honestly, it feels like a big relief. Like, before this man went deep, I hit one foul, obviously, and I was like, damn, I was close. Like, and I obviously have it in the back of my head. Like, everyone will say something to me. Like, need one more. You need one more. I'm like, I know I need one more. But
You'll say it to them too.
yeah, I'll say it to them as well. But I mean, it's not about that. It's about putting up runs and obviously trying to win. And obviously tomorrow we need to do the same thing. So.
Free swinging now, easier to hit home runs now that you got that.
Yeah. I mean, it's always frustrating when you barrel the ball and it doesn't go out or it doesn't go to plan. Like yesterday, obviously, hit a ball and then one of the NC State players made a dive and play, so it has to even out eventually.
I remember in the early parts of the season, I think we're in Louisiana and Belbin hasn't hit a home run yet, and he keeps getting mad. He's like, why can't I hit one? And so I told him, I was like, just keep swinging, just put barrels on the ball, and it's going to lift, it's going to go. And now he's 20 home runs deep, so I think it kind of pays off for him.
Coach, I think you alluded to it, but do you have a starting pitcher in mind for tomorrow's game, regardless of opponent?
I'm not sure. I hadn't had a chance to talk to Coach Robinson. We'll have a number of guys available. Like I said, we'll Chance Tequila has been a guy that has started a bunch of games for us, and he should be ready to go tomorrow. I'm not ready to say that's what we're doing just yet, only because I haven't talked to Coach Robinson. But whoever's out there, I know will compete and give us everything they've got, and that's really all we can ask for.